In today's Anime Vanguards video, we were able to get the Lion Sen himself, Escanor, the new Vanguard unit in Anime Vanguards. We were able to try this unit out, and all I'm going to say is this unit might be the best unit in the game. Without further to be said, let's get into the video. Alright, so we're back. I don't know if this clip's going to be going in the YouTube or not because this isn't pity, but this is 1.1 million iced teas, and we're finna use these on the banners, so let's just go. I'm gonna get the auto clicker out, and I'm just gonna start summoning. Okay, so yeah, Vanguard guaranteed and 10,940 summons, so I don't really know the aspect on that. So this one's 20,000. I thought they said it was 30,000 summons, but I don't know, maybe they bring it down. Alright, so this is 10,000. I don't know how many 10,000 is. 10,000 might only be a million. It might be more. But we're finna find out. I'm finna just start summoning. Oh, I got him. Yo, let's go. That only took like 100k. Bro, now I got a million iced teas, bro. Oh my gosh. That took, I don't even think that wasn't even like the full 100k that I had. No, it might have been like a little over 100k. I think I had 100,073k. Cortland, I just got Escanor. It's the new Vanguard, the new Vanguard.
Oh, I thought you come out any last one.
Oh my freaking gosh, let's go. Bro, I still have a million iced teas, bro. I mean, I guess I could go for a shiny one. I'm going to use the rest of these iced teas because I want to get a shiny one of the other banner unit. Alright, so I still have 1 million left still. So I'm going to use summoning. I'm going to summon the rest of these off to try to get a shiny Escanor. Or try to get a shiny one of like the new characters, preferably Newsman, because I want a shiny Newsman. But without more to be said, I'm just going to finish the summoning. Fast summon. Alright, so wait, just to make sure, I'm pretty sure I didn't get a shiny. Oh, I did. I got a shiny Qualslet. I don't even know how to say his name. That's like one of the... Did not want that dude to be shiny, but it is what it is. At least I got a shiny. Let's check him out. Let me lock him so I don't do what I did with the rest of them. This is what he looks like? Yo. Bro, is this a girl? This is a girl, right? Like, bro, because this character like has a like a chest, bro. Wait, what? Am I bugging? Wait, is this a girl? I was thinking this was a dude the whole time. No, wait, no, I'm gonna have to look this up. This might be a girl. No, bro, because you should see this dude's face, or this thing's face. Literally looks like a dude's face, but this might be a girl. Alright, well, at least we got them shiny. I don't think we got anyone else shiny, because it wouldn't have pulled up. Alright, so, now if we go to tree rolls. Ah, man. 311 to spin on Escanor. First, wait, he doesn't need to be evolved, does he? I'm almost positive he doesn't. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Alright, first I'm gonna feed him. If I even have anything to feed him with. Yeah, I got that. And then I'll just fuse some units into him. Alright, so now we have Escanor, level 60. Oh, first, let's get some stats on him. And then I'll, first I'm just gonna roll on him to see if I get anything good. Okay, as I thought. Luckily, I have something saved. So from the last... Oh, no. Did I get rid of the godly stat Hiei? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. I got rid of the godly stat Hiei when I was summoning. No way, bro. No way I did that. No. Bro, why would I? Yo, I actually sold. I have good stats, Escanor. I mean, he's nearly doing as much damage as my Kaguya off placement. He does have a 7.1 SPA though. So now, let's just hope we get a good trade on him. Okay, ethereal. We have 207 left. I'm gonna gamble it. Deadeye. Deadeye. Alright, at this point we're gonna keep the next big three. If we get a big three. Solar. Last 10. One reroll in a dream. Let's go. Boom. No. All right, 300 rerolls down. No no monarch. Got ethereal and a double deadeye. Brutal, but that's fine. Like I said, same thing with Kaguya. I will be back, and I will be getting an Escanor Monarch. But for now, let's just go do a showcase on him. Alright, so now we're here in the sandbox, and as you can see already, we have the option to burn units. And what this does is if you burn every single unit on your team, that makes Escanor completely free to place. So, if we start this up, Escanor is now completely free to place. And if we skip a wave, he upgrades himself per wave. So this is really good. This is really insane. You can save money, and as long as something has 15 waves, you will definitely be able to max him out, because you will also be able to upgrade him at least once with the money that you get from passively completing wave by wave. So I'm actually going to sell Escanor and replace him so we can see his abilities. So off spawn, he has like a small circle, but it shoots out to a cone, and it looks like he just walks up to the enemies and just smashes his hand into the ground. So if we skip some waves, On upgrade 4, he gets a new attack called Heavenly Sword and Lion's Sin. Lion's Sin is his ability. Deal 400% damage to every enemy in range and can only be used once per match and once per player. Also, his new ability, he like slashes, like he just like slashes the air, and it looks like it like kind of explodes. Now, if we just keep skipping waves and upgrade him more, at upgrade 9, he gets a new attack or a new ability or a new attack, called Cruel Rain. This ability, it looks like he shoots out like 3 little balls, and he has like a huge cone AoE. Yep, he like shoots out 3 fire or sun things at the enemies. 6.2 SBA and 97k damage. Now remember, this is dependable on his hour stacks, because the more hour stacks that he has, the more damage and range he'll be doing, or the more damage he'll have, and the more range he'll have as well. So if we skip more waves, his next attack, Cruel Prominence. Now this is like a large circle AoE, and he uses like a cruel sun, and he throws it down on the enemies. This inflicts burn, but I do not think the burn takes off shield. So if a character has shield, Escanor is kind of cooked. For his final upgrade, upgrade 15, he gains the ability Ultimate. And the ability Ultimate sets itself to 12 hour stacks and gains plus 50% damage. Can no longer lose hour stacks, and after 5 waves, this unit sells itself. So if you didn't know, if you look at his damage now on the 6 hour stack, he has 146k. If we skip some waves to get him up to 12, he is now at 239k damage, and he's also making the enemies around him take damage. And the reason he's doing that is because if we go to his passive, Sunshine, attacks inflict burn for 30% of this unit's damage for 5 seconds. If an enemy leaves this unit's range, this unit will inflict that enemy with burn for 100% of that unit's damage for 5 seconds. Anytime this unit inflicts burn on an enemy, cleanses all debuffs and status effects from himself. So if someone were to stun him or give him a debuff, as long as he just hits an enemy and burns them, then he will cleanse himself of any debuffs that may be on him, which makes him one of the most busted characters in the game. I mean, like, not the fact that he can cleanse himself, because a lot of other characters can do that as well, but his passives, the fact that an enemy leaving his range makes them take 100% of his burn damage is just insane. Now if we read his other passives, the one above all, on the pre-match screen, this is what we saw in the beginning of the clip. You're able to burn your other units, and if you burn all of your units, Escanor becomes free, and he upgrades himself per wave. Now his next passive, High Noon. For every wave that passes, this unit gains 1 hour stack. For every hour stack, this unit gains 15% damage and 1.5% range. While at 12 stacks, this unit gains plus 30% damage, and all enemies in range get inflicted with the burn for 2% of this unit's damage for 5 seconds every second. Upon hitting 12 stacks, every wave lowers stack count by 1. So once he hits the 12 stacks, his stacks will start to go down like they are here. I believe they stop at like 7, I think, and now they're at 11. So if we were to get the enemies right now, and let's see, let's summon like 1,000 enemies or 10,000 enemies. Let's put their speed at 2. Before I summon the enemies, let me get him past. I'm gonna put him right there. Select enemies, and I'm not gonna spawn in nothing extreme. I'm just gonna spawn in like some normal like little NPCs. I guess these guys are. So if we spawn in these NPCs, if I get Escanor up to his 11th hour stack, okay, he just killed all of them. Let me get them ready. Select the enemies. I'm gonna put their health multiplier on a 500, and yeah. All right, so this is good. So I'm gonna spawn in those enemies again. If I can find them. Yeah, here they are. All right, so spawn in those enemies. Now, once I get Escanor to his 12-hour stack, everyone in his range is taking damage. Okay, I spawned way too many enemies. This is lagging my game. Now I'm gonna use Lion's Sin to try and clear all the enemies. Oh, it has a cutscene. I can't really tell what he does in the cutscene, and also like it just bugged me right there. But I think he just throws down a Cruel Sun. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. He's not going to kill those enemies. Anyway, let's use the ultimate real quick. In his ultimate form, he now permanently keeps the 12-hour stacks, and he also has a plus 50% damage on top of that. So this is like Monarch damage on a non-Monarch unit. Also, but he sells himself after 5 waves. So if we skip to wave 70, boom, he sells himself, and he is no longer on the map. You can replace him though and re-upgrade him, and his wave passive still works. So overall, Escanor, the new Vanguard unit, is probably one of the best units, if not the best unit in the game right now. Personally, I think I would still say Kaguya might be a little bit better because of the fact that she will chase the enemies around the map, and also her nuke does more damage than Escanor's. But Escanor also has the ability, or his form, that makes him do an insane amount of damage. But Kaguya also has her domains. So really, these units are like neck and neck for each other. They're both very good, and I would recommend getting both of them, and if you can, get both of them Monarch. And with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.